everyone, my name is Carol. Welcome to The Way Shower. I'm doing this video because as I was doing my journaling this morning and talking about reminding myself what my lesson is, I started to get some information, and I wanted to share that information with you. So I'm going to read it quickly and then say a few things about it, and I will print it in full later on this evening and put it in my description box below so that you can read for yourself what it says. So I was writing that science is catching up to the shaman and that it's beginning to see the reality of what the mystics have always known, and as it tries to rationalize these discoveries, it seeks at the same time a way of controlling the process. So what I would like to say here at this point is that as I started writing this, that's when the messages started coming in, or the message started coming in. And as I said in one of my previous videos, there was a point in time where I didn't even write letters because every time I sat down with pen and paper, a message would come through, and that's what happened this time. So again, science is rationalizing the discoveries it's making, those discoveries that the mystics and the shamans have always known. Science is now saying, yeah, wait a minute, there's something to this. And as they seek to rationalize it, they are at the same time trying to find a way of controlling it. Now, that's when the message starts to come in. It actually starts to come in like midway in that paragraph, and then it starts to get really strong. So it goes on to say, the danger here is that with great power comes great responsibility. This knowledge must be accompanied by wisdom, or the fate of humanity will be the same as it has in previous millennia. Yes, you have been here before, poised at the edge of great discoveries. The scenario was somewhat different, but the theme was the same. Great spiritual and technological advances, and the result was the same each time. It was disastrous, and we had to start over. This is the legend of the Hopis. Your Bible begins not with the beginning of time, nor with the beginning of the world. Your history as humans is complicated because of your limited mindset, your refusal to look beyond the linear aspects of your reality. When you remember something, you have the tendency to focus on that one aspect, your perception of those events. You focus on a single theme of existence. This single focus prevents you from opening to the full story. It prevents you from seeing your multi-dimensionality. You focus on your perceived origin from another planet, the Pleiades, Vega, Lyra, etc. And that focus obscures your vision. It keeps you from seeing and thus understanding the bigger picture. In truth, you have all lived many lives upon this planet and others. Yet there are a few who have known only one life upon this planet. That topic is deeper than we wish to delve at this time. The point we are trying to make here is that most of you have been here in this scenario before. Therefore, it is familiar to you. You have played or embodied many roles throughout your incarnations, enabling you to see and know things from many different perspectives. This ability to see both sides of the coin is what will help all of humanity, now and in the changes to come. Yet you must trust your higher self, that part of you which is your oversoul, that which is not encumbered by your earthly bodies and small mindsets. If you are to be successful, you must, of necessity, embrace all parts of yourself. You cannot ignore your shadow self. How will you help humanity if you cannot help your own shadow self? Your role? What is it that you are here to do in this lifetime? We address this question for all of you because we see your weariness and because we see that most of you are now ready to understand. Do not look to know your role as individuals, because although you inhabit individual bodies and have individual personalities or egos, you are not separate from one another. Therefore, first, see your role as a collective, as a group consciousness. Doing so will ease your burdens. Your weariness will be replaced with a sense of calmness and the knowing that all is well. Your self-imposed solitude, which has led many to a sense of loneliness, will be replaced with the knowing of your connectedness to the others who follow the same path. So a little side note here, a little LOL moment. All day it has been quiet here in my neighborhood. And then I sit down to do this recording and suddenly traffic up the wazoo. So, I don't know. Anyway, so that's why I was pausing it, so that the cars could go by. So, it goes on to say that your roles upon this earth, in this particular timeline, is to bring peace and understanding to your fellow earth inhabitants. You are not here to be healers or channelers or energy workers, etc. You are here to bring peace and understanding. We offer the following to assist you in understanding what we have just said, because there will be those who will be confused by our simplistic statement. Being a healer, an energy worker, a channeler, or any other mode of work is simply a label. Labels create limitation, and you are not limited in your capacity as spiritually evolved human beings. I want to repeat that for you. You are not limited in your capacity as spiritually evolved human beings. Every one of you has the same capacity to heal, move energy, or channel a message from any level of consciousness. If you should choose to express yourself through one of the many labels, that is fine. But do not fool yourself that it is all that you are. Many of you are feeling confusion in this matter because you already know the truth of what we are saying. Therefore we say, go out and truly find joy in life. Go out and truly express yourself. Those who will benefit from your knowledge and your wisdom will find their way to you. Do not live in fear of your fullness. Do not hesitate to express yourself. If you will see the fullness of who you are, you will work what will seem like miracles to those who still slumber. It is true that you each have an area of specialization, but it is not all that you are capable of. The one who speaks with us now and shares our message